What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph? You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Alright, we're coming back to Avenged Sevenfold. Yes, indeed. Avenged Sevenfold fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to do all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-bibbity bot, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Mario Perez Garcia and Amar Firdaus. They both want to see me react to this song by Avenged Sevenfold called God Hates Us. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I've heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was posted by Sinister Shadow. Yeah, I see what you did there. And the video has 1 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Avenged Sevenfold, God Hates Us, live at Rock am Ring 2011. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Now that you're all warmed up, we probably shouldn't be playing this song on Sunday. Is it Sunday? Sunday, right? We should all go to church on Sunday instead of playing songs like this. This song is called God Hates Us. And this is the song where you show me what the fuck you got.
Show me what you got.
Can you do that for me, Rockeray? Front to back, side to fucking side, fuck shit up. Wow, yeah. Go.
Wow, okay. So we're going to a halftime feel now. Song took off like a shot, boy. Once the song kicked in, it was off and running. I was digging the pacing. I was digging the feel. Bringing it down to this halftime feel, I see why. I do see why they're doing it. It makes sense. As long as they do at some point come up to that original speed that they started off with at some point. If they stay in that halftime feel of the whole song, then I'm going to question why they started off so fast in the first place. You know, what was the point? So, anyway, let's see what happens here.
now suit up. It's best that we just know I'm with my infiltrated blood, my lacerated soul. It's a BS, create me, control you. I left myself for that I tell myself. God save us. God save our soul. It fucking hates us, yeah. You know he hates you all. Out, out, nightmare. It's a total nightmare. Liar, rape, kill, love, hate, fear. You better take your time. You better take it slow. Cause when you sing the word, there's nothing left to show.
Okay, guitar solo, right? Let me guess. Let me back it up a little bit. Okay. The switching is happening, and it's happening. It's not happening frequently. It's not like it's happening every 4 measures, but it's happening often enough that it's keeping the listeners and the audience engaged, and it's definitely helping for me. The guitar riff sounds really nice. I'm digging what they're doing there. Kind of a little bit of a dissonant riff, but it always resolves back to the root, which is nice. Vocally, I've always been a bit of a fan of this guy, of Shadows, because he's been one of the guys that's been very consistent with being able to have grit and growl. Like, if you go back to the early days of Avenged Sevenfold, like Sounding the Seventh Trumpet, listen to that album. A lot of grit and growl, and they're pretty much all grit and growl, but with those harmonic undertones, those melodic undertones mixed in with the grit and growl. Now, as the band has progressed, his melodic undertones have gotten stronger and stronger until the point where I think it was, what was the album where we really started to see it? I mean, we started to see it in Awaken the Fallen, I suppose we did, but City of Evil is where we really started to see a lot of melodic singing from him. More melodic singing than grit and growl. So you've seen this evolution over the years, over the decades. It's been a nice evolution to see. It's been a nice evolution to hear. So yeah, I mean, vocally he sounds really good. I'm digging it. Instrumentally, everybody's doing just fine. Guitars sound good. Guitars sound really good. They sound clean. Bass sounds good. I can actually hear the bass in the mix. Drum sounds really good. I mean, everything sounds really good. I got no issue with anything that's happening from an audio standpoint. Let's finish this out and we'll get to the review.
'Cause when you sing the word, there's nothing left to show.
Into the next song, I'm assuming. Whatever the next song might be. Yeah, I mean, overall, it's a really good song. It really is. I have some thoughts, and I will share those thoughts with you. Let me get them all together, wrap them up in a nice pretty bow, and I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Avenged Sevenfold with a live performance of God Hates Us. This was a request from Mario Perez Garcia and Amar Beardaus. Okay, let's just get to it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 7.4. Yep, 7.4. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, short and simple, guys. It's a really good song. It is. Is it the most impressive song I've ever heard from Avenged Sevenfold? No, not even close. But at the same time, there's no denying it's a solid, really good song. I didn't hear anything that sounded bad. I didn't hear anything that stuck out like a sore thumb. Songwriting all sounded like it made sense. One of the high points for me was actually the play with feel in this song. They did quite a bit on the play on feel. They were switching quite a bit between the straight time and the halftime. Back to straight time, back to halftime, back to straight time, back to halftime. And they did it frequently, but they didn't do it obsessively, and they didn't do it in an obscenely, overly done manner. Everything they did made sense. Every single time that they did switch up, I was like, okay, that made sense. Okay, that made sense too. You know, there was never one time where I was scratching my head going, why'd they do it there? Yeah, it was too soon. You know, no, everything they did as far as switching between feels sounded just fine to me. It felt just fine to me. So I had no issue with it whatsoever. Was there a lot of it? Yeah, there was quite a bit, but it wasn't like overly done like I've heard some other bands do. Guitar sounded really nice as always. Sounded nice, thick, crunchy tone. I could actually hear the bass in the mix on this. I was actually very happy about that. You don't always get bass in the mix, especially in an outdoor venue. So, yeah, that was nice to hear. Drumming sounded good. Drumming sounded tight. Everything sounded locked in and tight. I'm not surprised by that. Avenged Sevenfold's usually really good about that. They've had their shows where they haven't been, but I mean, they sounded really good there. Vocally, M. Shadow sounded really nice. I was digging what I was hearing from him. It sounded really good. I talked about earlier about his vocal ability and his ability to have those melodic undertones in his grit and gravel pretty much since day one. So I've always been a big proponent of his. I'm not gonna say that I'm the biggest fan of his vocals. I'm not gonna say that, but I do like his vocal style. I really do. And I've enjoyed watching the evolution of his vocals over the years and decades. The song as a whole, like I said, it's not a complex song. It's a really easy song. But it's definitely got the feel. It's definitely got the energy. It's definitely got the drive. I don't know if this song was a big hit for them or not. I have no idea. But I mean, I could see it being a hit, I suppose. Yeah, I can see it being a hit. It's got some hook to it. My only real gripe about this was the live performance. Don't get me wrong, M. Shadows did everything he needed to do to keep the band safe, okay? He was doing everything, though. He really was. He was doing all the crowd interaction. He was doing all the stage interaction. He was doing all of the stage energy, all the stage presence, the showmanship. He was doing it all. There really wasn't any, well, actually, no, there was production. There was pyro. A lot of pyro, actually, now I think about it, with the gates burning. Yeah, so, okay, production was definitely there. But as far as energy on stage and presence on stage, that was all M. Shadows. Nobody else, I mean nobody else contributed in any way to help with it. Neither one of the guitar players or the bass player did anything on stage to add to the stage energy or the stage presence or the stage interaction or the crowd interaction. So here's the thing. Were all the boxes checked? Yes, they were, all thanks to M. Shadows. Okay, everybody else did nothing. So M. Shadows literally saved them from going down into the sixes, because if M. Shadows had not done the things that he had done, we would have been down in the sixes for sure. High sixes, but we would be down in like the 6.7, 6.8 range. So thankfully, M Shadows kept them out of that range. Unfortunately, it didn't help the score. So it didn't hurt the score, but it didn't help the score either. In this case, the high performance, in all honesty, it was kind of a null point. So that's okay though. We still got a really good score of 7.4, and that's where we're at, and that's where we're gonna stay. So 7.4, final score. I have spoken. Well, that's gonna do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's good enough for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.